Hi, this is Ruth Barnacote's sliding filament theory. As you can see, we have a sarcomere here. It is made up of a thick filament called myosin and made up of a thin filament called actin. For the muscle to contract, an impulse is sent from the brain to the muscle. This impulse means that calcium can be released so it can bind to the troposin, which is the green. Sarcomeres give skeletal muscle tissue a striated appearance. The binding of the calcium and the troposin causes the tropomyosin to be moved from the active sites within the actin. The calcium deforms the tropomyosin so that it is moved away from the actin so that the myosin heads can then grab onto the actin and pull it forward. This then creates a cross bridge between the myosin and the actin to which they can contract the muscle. The breaking down of adenosine triphosphate into adenosine diphosphate, ATP, means that energy is released, and this then means that the myosin and the myosin heads, which are these, can pull the actin towards the centre, therefore shortening the muscle. Every time ATP is broken down, the globular heads, which are these, can reattach themselves to the actin to pull it. So, as so. As the actin is pulled by the globular heads, these detach, meaning that the ATP has to attach back to them to give them the energy to keep pulling and contracting the muscle. And this happens in a sequence. This moving of the actin is called a power stroke. Contracting can continue to happen till the impulse stops. Once the impulse stops, the actin returns to its normal position and the calcium is pumped back. There are 4 types of contraction. They are isometric, isokinetic, concentric, and eccentric. Concentric is the shortening of the muscle as the two ends of the muscle move closer. This happens in a bicep curl. Eccentric is the lengthening of the muscle while still producing tension, the downwards phase of a bicep curl. Isometric is when the muscle is contracting, but the muscle isn't getting longer nor shorter. And isokinetic is the shortening and the lengthening of the muscle at the same speed. This is normally a test to improve muscular strength after injury. The agonist in the muscle is the muscle that is contracting concentrically, whereas the antagonist is the muscle that is contracting eccentrically. For example, in a bicep curl, the bicep is the agonist, whereas the tricep is the antagonist. Or in a squat, where the quadricep is the agonist, the prime mover, and the hamstrings are the agonist. A fixator is a muscle that supports the origin of the muscle, whereas the synergist supports the insertion of the muscle during the movement.